Virtual birthday parties, virtual weddings, virtual dates, virtual Good Morning Football, virtual team meetings in the NFL, virtual league meetings in the NFL as well. It's just the world that we're living in. And there were meetings, and as always, there were some rule changes that were discussed on more of what might change, what's on the table. Here's Tom Pelissero.
There is growing support for a proposal that would provide an alternative to the onside kick entering next Thursday's virtual meeting to discuss potential rule changes. Under the proposal, which was put forth by the Eagles, a team up to twice a game, if it is trailing, would be able to go for it on 4th and 15 from its own 25-yard line rather than executing a traditional onside kick. This is something we saw a version of in the AAF. The NFL has experimented with it in the Pro Bowl. It's really a response to other rule changes that have made it more difficult in recent years for teams to recover the onside kick. There also are multiple rule change proposals on the table that would deal with a sort of sky judge concept. The NFL Competition Committee last month in its report said it did support further analysis of the idea of having officiating personnel with access to a video feed helping the officials on the field. This is something the coaches said back at the Combine that they supported. The real question is, where would that person or people's power begin and end to change calls on the field? Regardless of any votes next week, expect the NFL to at least test out a sky judge concept in the preseason this year.
Appreciate you, Tom Pelissero, digging that scruff. By the way, our guy giving us the details on some proposed changes with the votes, of course, forthcoming. And that brings us to a new game, guys. It's going to be called My Jam or Nah, Fam. So here we go. You just heard about the proposal for an alternative to onside kicks, a 4th and 15 from that team's own 25-yard line. So Patrick Mahomes heard about it, too, replying with double crying laugh emojis. Uh-oh. Guys, Nate, that change should be voted on next week. What do you say about this? Your jam or nah, fam?
Nah, fam. I'm a traditionalist. I want my football old school. I know that we change every single season. We're trying to make the game better, but this ain't it. This ain't it.
Nah, fam. Rockin' jock. I don't know if you read the rule. I'm surprised Pelissero didn't include this in his report. You go out there in a 4th and 15, and Joey Lawrence comes out, and Jordan Knight, and Marky Mark, and Jeff Ament from Pearl Jam, and DeBrat, and you got to throw it to all of them. And then the backboard moves, and you get tickets to come. Come on. No, this is the NFL. Rockin' jock. Nah, fam.
Roger McDowell shows up in a kilt. You know, that's the rock and jock I remember. I'm going to say yes. I think it's safer. I think it's fun. And it gives guys like Kyle Bowler and Jamarcus Russell another gig on the NFL roster. Buddy, just throw the ball as far as you can. If you could throw it 70 yards into the end zone, we can win this game. I'm here for it. Let's change the rule. Let's have some fun at the end of these games. Instead of the onside kick, which is about 99% going to not be recovered by the team that kicked it.
Yeah, and Triggs, under this proposal, teams can choose to do a traditional onside kick if they so choose. According to ESPN, guys, Tom Brady is getting the Michael Jordan treatment. Get this, a 9-part docuseries entitled The Man in the Arena, Tom Brady, will be released sometime next year. So, my guys, my jam or nah, fam, the Brady documentary will be even better than The Last Dance, Kyle.
My jam. Yeah, not Space Jam. My jam. I want Brady holding a tablet saying, ha ha, Strahan and Tuck didn't give me any problems at all. No. And you know why it'll be better? Because the star of The Last Dance was the 90s soundtrack. Now we get the 2000s soundtrack. So sign me up for some Jason Mraz and some Gorillaz and some Avril. I mean, Peter, not only are we going to be hanging on every word, we're going to be hanging by a moment.
Yeah. Lifehouse. What up? I'm going to say yes. I'm in for it. Guys, in today's day and age, I am so in for any sports entertainment. If you wanted to tell me there was an Andy Dalton 10-part documentary being done by Gotham Chopra, I'm in. Sign me up. Of course I'm in for it. The Last Dance opened the door for a lot of these documentaries. As long as it's real, as long as it's candid, and as long as there's actual access, and it's not just some puff piece telling me how great this guy is, I'm here for it.
And that's what I'm concerned about. Is it going to be a puff piece? Am I going to see Brady punching one of his teammates in the mouth because he wants to challenge him? Will I see Gronk take off and go to WWE in the middle of a playoff run? I don't think so. I want chaos. I want drama. I want bitterness from teammates after the documentary is out. I need all of that, and I don't think I'm going to get that with Brady and his documentary. Nah, fam.
I don't think we're going to get it, Nate, right now. I mean, Michael Jordan, that was years later. We're loving the nostalgia. That's such a big part of it. So I feel like while he's playing, we're not going to get the maybe vulnerable, guard down, more candid Tom Brady that we will, 10 years from now. So I'm out on it for now. Okay, yesterday on the show, this is huge, you guys. We played an awesome video that our guy, Frank Caliendo, did for Derek Carr and his family for their Madden League. It was super well done, executed. He does Gruden better than Gruden does Gruden. And then, our guy, Peter, did his thing, sort of calling him out. And this was the plea from Schrags and Burleson.
I need Caliendo to do some Good Morning Football imitations. If he wants to do Kay Adams, if he wants to do Nate Burleson, if he wants to do Kyle Brandt. Frank, you've been on the show. We direct message anytime anything happens. It's hilarious. Why don't you come on and do some imitations?
Caliendo, come on the show. We would love to have you. We need your content. You can do every impression. You can do every sport. All right? We need you to come back on, man. We love you.
Okay, so we loved seeing that. And then he, of course, did his thing. He's not here. He sent this he's calling it a very rough draft, guys. It's just something called an essence. Our essence. Take a look. What is this?
Yeah. Peter's face, though. Peter.
Yeah.
And then he got Kyle with the crazy eyes.
My jam,
he's spot on. And then,
fan. His impression of you. Your jam or nah, fam?
I got so many texts from people based on a Frank Caliendo 1 millisecond clip of him going, they all say the same thing. He nailed it. I'm like, what? What? I'm going to say, yes, I want more. Frank, fantastic. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it was great. Listen, I put on my glasses and all of a sudden I think I'm Albert Einstein. So I try to get all sexy and super smart. So like I'm at the beginning of the show like, you're going to listen to me. I have something to say. So he pretty much nailed it. You got me, Frank. Once again, you're the best.
No.
I'm honored. I'm absolutely honored. I feel like Caliendo just treated me like one of his French girls. Listen, of course it's weird and it's not how I look at myself, but I would just ask the question, what's more likely, that we have a skewed or enhanced view of ourselves, or that a world-renowned impressionist somehow got us wrong? I think it's probably the first one. Frank, incredible. I love the process that he doesn't even speak. He just starts with the face. And I think he nailed it. Frank, gold medal. I love you. We need more.
We need more here on the show at GMFB. We will, of course, retweet that if you want to see it and watch it on loop. Please go to at GMFB. Send your tweets on who you think he did the best job on, who you think he did the worst. I'm doing some sort of like weird staring duck face, side face thing. It's weird, but it is what it is. Frank, we love you. Thank you for being such a good friend of the show. More Good Morning Football, guys, just ahead. I hope you guys are ready to do some heavy lifting. Are you?